if I slunked way down like this. Slunked a word? No breaks and shame you at all. It is everything and everything today. No breaks, the true definition of it. I feel self-conscious talking into my shirt microphone, even though I shouldn't, because I'm frankly speaking at a lower volume than many people in this fancy airline lounge that I'm in right now. And I'm only going to call it an airline lounge because until you sponsor your girl, you're not getting a shout out, even though I'm quite loyal to one brand. No breaks. How's everybody doing? It's Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day, 11/11. Had a good show on GMFB earlier. A couple of funny things happened though, and we're gonna walk to the gate together. No breaks. I don't know if I talked about this. No, because I wasn't on No Breaks yet. Last time I traveled internationally, the show hadn't started. A show. And I was in Dublin, and it was mid to late September. I actually strategically pushed the start of No Breaks back because I was nervous about doing the show internationally. And I was like, I figure if I start October 1st, that gives me like 6 weeks to really figure out the plan for Madrid. Do I have a plan? Not really. Are we still going to do the show? Absolutely. But I pretty much self-induced a panic attack, I'll be honest with you. And I actually think it was one of my first. I think I talked about this with my sister, with Big Sister Jacko, during our OCD episode. But I'll just review it real quick. I think it was a caffeine-induced mild anxiety attack before I traveled internationally. And I'm wondering why this one feels so much more chill. And I think I've unearthed the why. And it's because my parents help us out a ton with the kids. And that being said, we're always around. They are incredibly supplemental in the childcare. But one of my husband and I are always around. He came to Dublin with me. Well, for a couple of the days, 4 days. And it's just incredibly stressful and very eye-opening when you're wow, both responsible parties to these children are leaving the country. Just with the state of everything right now is just very nerve-wracking. And I think setting everything up for them before I left for Dublin, and then he left a couple days later, was just a lot. And that's what that turned into. Now, all grandparents that are available to aid us this week are busy. So my boyfriend, my permanent boyfriend, is at home this week with our kids all week, doing an absolute bang-up job, I already know. But it's a lot less stressful, which means I'm just here for a good time, here for a long time, here for a solo time to Madrid. Now, that being said, I'm not necessarily solo. I hope my gum chewing is not annoying on this video later. So sorry if it is. I am traveling with a GMFB producer, Good Morning Football producer. That's the NFL show that I'm on in the mornings on NFL Network. Her name is Gina. And I'm not sure from a technology standpoint. Again, had 6 weeks to plan for this. Didn't really. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to route Big Sister Jacko in tomorrow on a Wednesday, Chris on a Friday. I'm just not sure. Our regulars are going to show up. They might have to take the week off. So I should find some other people to be on No Breaks from Madrid. And I think I might have. She doesn't know this yet. She might find out when she watches this video. I think I might have Gina, GMFB producer Gina, come on No Breaks live one of the next couple of days. I think because of the daylight savings time, I think No Breaks is on at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. in Madrid. So, Spanish wine, anybody? Espresso martini, anybody? I mean, that's going to be happening every time. Or I might just be in my pajamas, fully face washed, skincare already done. Just like knock it out of the park. This is going to be a full stream all the way onto the airplane. I'm at LAX. Oh, I'm sitting next to this guy over here. Okay, so I arrive at LAX, and I'm very lucky. I'm in like a nice seat, so I get to like go in like a certain door at LAX. It's insane. I'm in my brown Nike tracksuit because red eye flights. I'm this guy who's literally 3 feet to my right, checking in next to me. He looks so nice, like, but not like a 3-piece suit or anything nice, just like dressed well with this ridiculous jacket. Such a cool jacket. And as it has been discussed on my other employer's show, NFL Network, Good Morning Football, I'm a talker in the airport. Okay? Why do you think I'm sitting here talking to you people? So by the time we get to the elevator, I'm like, it's a nice jacket to this guy. I wonder if I can subtly get like a shot of the jacket. I think he picked it up. And without missing a beat, this guy says, this is about as close as you're going to get to men's Chanel. First of all, my brain goes, that's top 3 most Los Angeles thing I've ever heard in my life. Secondly, my brain goes, Chanel doesn't make men's clothes. I just figured if you're one of those high-end brands, you're just pumping out men's clothes, women's clothes, pet clothes, baby clothes. It's designer. You got to make the money. It's as close to Chanel as you're going to get for menswear. Then he said the brand. For the life of me, I can't remember it, and I don't really want to insult him by asking him again. But I'm telling you, the jacket was so nice. I wanted it, but now it's menswear. So now does that mean I have to buy Chanel? I don't think I can afford that. I don't think I qualify. I didn't know how to make conversation about the jacket. Now we're in the elevator, right? Now we've committed to this conversation. So now he's telling me about the material, how it's like a sheen leather. I'm panicking in my brain. I'm doing like hamster wheel material in my brain. And I'm like, can it get wet? I said that. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure you should never get Chanel wet. So why would you be able to get this designer wet? Stop saying wet. I should ask him what that brand is again. He's on the phone. I think he's watching me record this, but he doesn't know what we're talking about. It was like a 2-name men's brand. As close as you're going to get to Chanel for a men's brand. I mean, that bowled me over. It's still rattling around in my head. Maybe when I go to get up, I'll ask him what the jacket brand is. I think that's a plan. So, that's what we're doing here. I think I'm going to go board. Do you want to come? I'm going to try to do this without stopping the video. Shall we? Let's pack up my stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm nervous. He doesn't look very approachable now. Even though it's his jacket, he brought it up. He made it interesting. What was your jacket brand again?
Bottega Veneta.
Oh, yeah. That's as close to the men's Chanel, you said?
Well, the former designer, Matthew Blasey, is the new designer.
Oh, that's the name you said, Matthew Blasey.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
See you later. Oh, see you later.
There's a women's one, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The jacket? Thank you. There's a women's one. Bye. Thank you. I feel like such an idiot. It's Bottega Veneta. Even I've heard of that. Come on, Jamie. But the designer name is Matthew Blasey. Bye. Thank you. All right. Now we're amongst the friends. Oh, look at that cute baby. Hi, cute baby. Yep, gate 28. So, okay. Guy, I see how fancy you are. Bottega Veneta. You're telling me the designer name? It's as close to Men Chanel as you're gonna get. Then he says the designer name, or the creative director. Just say Bottega Veneta. But then at the end, he did hit me with it. They make a women's jacket of it. Bro, do you see what I'm wearing? I know we're in the same lounge, but that doesn't mean we can afford the same thing, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not super well read on what's happening with TSA. I can't tell if it's like security's affected. I don't think the pilots are affected. The people who land the planes, I think, are affected. But people are pretty jolly at LAX right now. So shout out to them. I'm really intimidated that that's like the only person that I've chosen to speak to today at LAX. We're going LAX to Atlanta, Atlanta to Madrid. We will be, let's check the gate. Not even boarding yet. I'm just an eager beaver because I can't sit still. I ate my food, I drank my drink. I didn't start drinking yet. That's what that sounded like. That's not true. And now I can't sit still. So we're moving on. We're walking to the gate. So I can just sit in my next seat and be told to sit still. Remember when I told you that I wasn't anxious about flying? Well, no breaks at Jamie at all. I think I'm bored of this. I think you guys are bored of me. If you're with me for this long, thanks. More exciting content to come tomorrow, like a recap of the travel. Maybe I'll have a friend on. Maybe I would have figured out how to have Jacko on. And if I don't, maybe I'll have Gina, GMFB Gina on. Everyone's gonna have a little nickname. Maybe she's GMFB Gina. Heaven help us that this microphone worked this entire time, otherwise, I'm an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot. That's from The Grinch. All right, we're quoting The Grinch. Time to go. I'm getting on one of those planes. Bye from LAX, going to Madrid. No breaks at Jamie Erdahl. See you tomorrow from a different country.